So,
fucking seats.
so Frank, we got 15 people.
All
Okay,
right, let's go.
you ready? All right, we about to get into
What up,
some
Lexi?
topics.
Oh, sexy Lexi.
We about to get into. Hey, Ashley, I be trying to say hi to everybody. If I was on here saying hi, I'd be saying hi all day. Okay, so everybody, Frank, is tripping on the Steak 48 situation.
I agree.
Anybody that doesn't know that's tuning in, Steak 48, Steak 48 recently um basically was saying, and I think this was only in what, Philadelphia or
It was
something.
actually in Chicago. It's only
It
two
was
states.
Chicago. Okay, correct me. It was Chicago. Somebody said, "Wait, you was getting in her house, Sade." I thought she was gone. I was house sitting. I thought she was gone. Let me make it, man. I didn't know. I didn't know. But yeah, Steak 48. Chicago, basically they have what, $100 minimum if you go there.
$100 minimum per seat per
Okay.
person, not
hmm
including tax and
hmm
gratuity.
Okay.
So
Um.
it
So
was a
your
big plus. It
food,
was a ruckus this
it
week.
was. It was like I felt like it was a lot of people in their bag about Steak 48 having $100 minimum. I really did. And I didn't, personally speaking for myself, I like food. I like good food. I, I'm a person, when I go to work every week, I basically take my lunch to work. So I have money to like kind of spend on the weekend. So that's another thing, just to kind of give some kind of insight on how I'm able to pay for $100 meal on the weekend. So when I do know that I'm going to either a birthday party or brunch or just a nice restaurant that I've been eyeballing, I've probably already looked at the menu 3 weeks in advance, all of that. So I'm
Makes
like ready
sense.
to go in here and have an experience. So $100 at a place like Steak 48, True Lux, the Ocean Air,
Right.
it's nothing to me. I've already planned for it.
Talk that shit.
So I don't
But
know.
I think more so than $100, because the average thing you're gonna spend at least $100 almost anyway. So the problem
Yeah.
is people coming in and buying a party of 20 and 16 people buy only appetizers.
hmm
So I think that was the big fuss. But what was more of the fuss for me were the people like, you broke if you can't spend $100 at Steak
Yeah.
48, and
Yeah.
everybody kind of putting on in a sense like they eating Steak 48, Ocean
hmm
Air, True Lux, some of the places you name,
hmm
Houston's, Perry's. I feel like we all eating that shit on occasions, right? We're
Right.
not like going out, balling out,
hmm
eating it often, eating it all the time. So,
hmm
but that definitely shook the world up. But I think we shouldn't go where we not wanted.
I don't even. So, do you think that's why they did it? You think it's a get the minorities out type thing? Because the black people, I don't know about your black people. My black people like eating. My, and they're,
I,
and
I
this
think
ain't
that's
everybody ain't from the burbs. Everybody ain't grew up with a silver spoon. But when we go out, we go out. Now, I will say I'm not a person that go out every week, but I go out maybe twice a month minimum. And again, when I do, I'm prepared to spend that much. But I did see a really good point when I had touched on it in one of my Facebook posts. I saw somebody who made a really good point. I can't remember the person's name, but somebody basically pointed out the fact. I think that somebody pointed out the fact that you have people who really want to go to these types of places to eat.
right,
And when you have people in there that's just ordering appetizers
right.
and drinks and their tab ain't no more than like $45-$50, they taking up space for people that want to come
Right.
down and have the 3-course meal. So,
And especially with the fact that you got COVID and limited seating.
yeah.
So if it's limited seating, you kind of taking up in role reversal. If you were to own a Steak 48 and you
hmm
can only have 60 seats when you used to have 120, 180 seats, you
hmm
want those seats filled with people that's not trying to spend $100 minimum first off, because you can
hmm
go in there and drink a $60 glass of wine,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get a $200 steak. So the hundred
Yeah.
dollar, if you're talking about the $100 minimum, first off, you just go there on occasions. We all can't really afford it, but If you're
Mhm.
trying to meet a minimum, then it's probably really not the place for us anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
So
know.
the food is good to me, but is the
I
food,
have yet to be. You know what? I have
you ain't took
not
the picture in
been.
front of the sign?
I haven't. That's why I haven't went. Okay, so I know it's other people out there that can relate to this. When I see people like everybody doing something, it like turns me off.
Right.
So
That's me.
I haven't even had an opportunity to do the Steak 48 thing because it's like, well, dang, so many people done did it. I feel like I'm like being trendy. I'm not being unique. I'm not doing something out of the box. You know what I'm saying? But if I were to go, I would more than likely be prepared to
Ordering that
spend
appetizer.
$100 because I want, I sit down somewhere. I tip well too. Don't get, and the reason I tip well is because I had friends who used to be bartenders, who
Yeah,
used to
that's a
be waiters.
conversation. That's a
So yeah, that's
conversation.
gonna go into a whole nother conversation. But that's another thing. I tip well, so I'm already prepared to pay for valet, my meal, and gratuity off the muscle. If
Right.
I can't pay for it, I don't go. That's
So
that's just what it is.
the two places that were Philadelphia and Chicago that they were actually talking about are
Mm-hmm.
two places that everybody that moved, all the black people, not all the black people, but I kind
Mm-hmm.
of thought that they were thinking about if you go to Steak 48 with a party of 16,
Mm-hmm.
eight women, eight guys that don't
Mm-hmm.
really belong at Steak 48. They don't act like they're at Steak 48. They
They
probably
be
don't
twer-
dress like they're at
they
Steak
be
48.
twerking and shit.
So if you are an occasional diner there and you have this
Mm-hmm.
loud party next to you and you
Right.
spending $500 or $600 or two, even if you're only spending $200, but
Mm-hmm.
you're a customer that's a repeat customer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of aggravation to have you next to me taking
Mm-hmm.
pictures,
Yeah.
flashing, and making it seem like y'all visiting the White House opposed to
Yeah.
just eating dinner at this
Nice
local,
restaurant.
and it's a chain
Mm-hmm.
restaurant. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it
So most
is.
chains aren't really,
They're not technically
no,
high class.
there's not a high class
So,
spot.
so what would you call in Houston like a 5-star restaurant? Because Steak 48 then got so trendy that I feel like people made it not
Most
five
of them
star.
they
And to
all
me,
are. I like
what's something
Houston's
that's
though. I
Houston's
eat
is
Houston for
exclusive?
lunch. For lunch, so I'm cheap, right? So
It is what it is. You ain't the only
my
one.
wife's
Okay.
sugar daddy normally take her out to the steakhouse, but it has to be good, and I cook. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not trendy, like you say. So I don't really go places because if most people are talking about it, I'm probably not going because most of the time it's BS anyway, and
Hmm.
people only going. Most people, when my wife had a party at Steak 48, I actually didn't even stay. I went to Raw Sushi down the street
Yeah. Oh,
because
raw sushi used to be jumping before I had my baby. That was the spot. But yeah, raw sushi is good. It's everybody started going there too. So then I had to go and leave that alone. But I
are
I
there any
don't
black steakhouses?
black. I don't know. I don't even
Yeah.
think we have them. If we
If
do,
you
I'm
know any black
unaware.
steakhouse, let us know. We got to pump that in the comments, man.
Somebody put some black steakhouses on there. That way we know if they put $100 minimum, it ain't got nothing to do with us. They just want their
Well,
bread.
we can go to where we wanted at. We should go support where
Right.
we wanted at. The places that a lot of these places are showing us every day.
Um, what's the spot
That,
that's up? What's the spot up West Time of the steakhouse up there? Uh, Fogo de Chao.
oh yeah,
Fogo.
but that's more
They don't have a
Brazilian
hundred.
steakhouse.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is. But they
So what
don't
they
have a
normally
hundred dollar
charge is like
minimum, and they nice.
no, yeah, it's like $60 almost all you can eat
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, for the buffet.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so
man.
you can get a
That's
$100 steak from Saltgrass though. So it's not the price isn't like a huge Vic and
Vic
Anthony's.
Anthony's. Vic and Anthony's black on.
I didn't think that was black.
What? She said black folk. Sade say black folks have steak night. Well, yeah, the strip
Right.
clubs always have steak night.
Turning point. Turning point.
I had some bomb steak from Onyx before, so
Right. Now, hey, that was long before like when
that
black people first started going. The
back
lunch.
in the gap, right?
The steak was like $10.99. Two
Steak and
sides.
potatoes. Yep.
That's right. There you go. See, you've been somewhere. You ain't just
Yeah,
started.
I used to be out there before I got saved.
Talk
Mhm.
about it.
So what do you guys think? I'm gonna go to the comments because Frank basically he don't mind, but he ain't trying to pay the fine. I know not to go there if I ain't trying to eat $100 worth of food. That's
And
how much I spend anyway.
I also think we don't go where we not wanted. If a person show that they don't appreciate your business, go somewhere else. Don't fight to spend your money at a place that showing you that
I
they
don't
don't.
think it's that though. So
Well, it's the militant.
when you say not wanted, I take it as though the action that they're doing is being interpreted as get the minorities out because minorities don't want to pay $100.
I agree. That's my point of view, and not just the minorities, but us, like me. You know, I'm not gonna say us, but like the regular Negroes.
You
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 know,
have you have it. You don't want to spend it.
oh, I don't have it. But listen,
The
but
lies. They be the lies
people
for
like
people.
me that think they wear. See, if I put on a polo shirt, this is nice. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I done got dressed up. I put on a collar polo shirt. We going somewhere nice. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I told you already. I think I'm like divorced twice white lady in my head somewhere. My taste buds are very Mediterranean. I be wanting to try all the fixings, all the flambe and rack of lamb, and
No, no.
put. I'll take some tiramisu to go, please and thank you. I just But what
So
y'all think about?
you
Huh?
don't go out and order chicken tenders.
Now, now I saw. Okay, so check it. I saw something too. We can lead into that. I saw a post recently, and I saw it again on Twitter. Old boy say it's manly for a woman to order steak on a date. I was like,
Why?
when women eat steak, I guess he's saying it's too hearty for a woman. Like you need to order something cute, like salad or something smaller. And then when asked what should a woman order, the dude was like chicken tenders. I'm a grown ass woman. My baby eat chicken tenders. That's what I order off the kids menu for my child.
Right.
So I'm asking your opinion as a man.
That
I know
kind of
you.
went
I know
away.
you not dating because you real married. But
Yeah.
do
And
you
say all
agree
the
with
side
that
women don't come on
sentiment?
this comment section.
Don't you get them in trouble? I'm gonna delete and block you.
So listen, you order what you want.
Hmm. So a steak is not like manly.
She might not even eat the whole steak. She might be trying to take it home to her boyfriend. I mean,
I'm finna get into these comments because I'm seeing them and I'm seeing the happy faces and
Lex
the
said her big
smiling
ass
face.
don't want a salad.
I saw that. I know
Yeah.
that's right. What I'm gonna do with a salad? Too?
But
They trying to keep
so
the ghetto out.
they are definitely trying to keep the ghetto out.
Queen Collins said, "I'd rather buy my own steak, cook it at home because I know it'll be better." I know that's right.
I
Okay.
agree. That's me. That's me. That's me. I rather cook it myself.
I ain't never cooked no steak at home. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't
Because
saying
you're a
I can't.
Mediterranean white woman.
I ain't saying I can't. I just never have. Okay. I can watch YouTube teach me everything. I learned how to cook red beans. If I can learn how to cook red beans and rice from YouTube, a steak ain't nothing. And I
What is
lied and
how to
said that
cook
was
red
my
beans and
recipe.
rice? You put them in the pot. You
Mm-mm.
boil them
No,
in water.
man, it's just Jamaican cat that was on YouTube. He taught me how to cook red beans and rice. Messed around and lied to the dude I was seeing at the time. Told him that was my recipe. Couldn't get rid of him for a year.
That's because you had somewhere to stay and he was homeless.
He wasn't homeless. He was hungry.
He was hungry.
He was hungry. That's what that
He was
was.
the
Let
other
me
age.
see. Let me go through here.
She said, if you broke, just say that. I'm broke, love.
Let me see. If I went to take her to get a salad, we would be a salada. I know that's right.
A lot of salad costs like $28 though. What is it a
Salada
different
salad is $11.
is it a different type of lettuce?
I get kale. I get the
Oh my bad. I
I
mean, I
get
mean
kale with salmon. I get the most expensive
kale,
thing in
spinach,
salada.
iceberg. It ain't really that expensive for them to charge you so much.
Oh, sure. They say, oh, he don't have the funds.
Thank you, Sade. Thank you.
Oh, somebody say you're a natural.
I don't know who the hell that is, but hey.
It says Facebook user. You should go on Facebook and see. That's nice. And you're clearly their nephew. So
Oh, there
get
gotta
in,
be. I only got
get
one uncle that's not in prison.
get into
Look at CB.
it. I know that's right. I like seafood mix too. Okay, so We got y'all feedback on
So
that.
look,
So
let's
that
ask this. Let's
okay.
ask this.
Let
So
me
you go
take.
to state 48, y'all pay 200 plus tax plus tip, right? What does he or she, whoever pays, owe you afterwards? Is that after he spend the 260? What should he be expecting?
Oh, so like after the meal, the
That's
guy, like
probably why
what?
he don't want her to eat a steak, so she won't be too full. So they won't
You
have
know
sexual
what?
intercourse.
I'm not having sex for steak. Like it's food. I don't know. I just feel like I come from a household where if you hungry and we got food, we feed you. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandmama and them cook for everybody on the block. Ain't nobody have to give up no D or no twat to eat. You
That you
know?
know of.
I mean, it's
Because Mr. Charlie, everybody
food.
had that Mr. Charlie.
Child.
Mr. Charlie.
I just, I always trip out. Now I'm not telling now if your standards is I pay if, as a man. If your standards is I pay for this, you gonna give me some cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. I'm not telling you to change your standards for me or nobody else. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But at the end of the day, it's kind of like
What the fuck?
why do I have to give you some to eat? It's minimum, it's food. Now it's men out here that feel this way about freaking
Everything, everything.
Chili's. You
Yeah.
take you if you take a chick to Chili's, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what we finna do. Boy, I had me some freaking
Yeah, the
what's
triple
it?
tree sampler,
Yeah, the thing you share. Like we just shared something and you like,
the
come
two for
on,
20.
man. That's nuts to me. Like if
Okay,
you
but is it
gotta feed women to get some, if it's that serious, like you gotta relax. You just got
is
to.
it something? Is it a date? Like, what's your ideal date where you feel like what a guy could do or take you, being a
Mm-hmm.
single woman that it just
Mm-hmm.
wow you to where you feel like I owe him something.
Yeah.
What's that? What's
Um.
that place?
Oh, okay. I'll say for me, if you take me on a trip, now, I will say this at the same time too. I'm not going on a trip with no man I don't want to sleep with. Put it that way.
I
And
agree.
I'm not saying that women should operate the same way, but if you're going away for days with a man and you think that he's not going to want some, and then the awkward situation it's going to be when he does try to pursue you to get some and not able to, and you got like 3 more days with that cat,
It's a long 3 days.
just don't go. Just
You
don't
don't
even go. Just don't go.
if if you own your cycle, don't go.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's different. Now, I ain't finna tell the sister not to, because you can't control that. I mean, hey,
If
sometime
it
that
showed
mug
up before
come
we got
late,
here,
man. Sometime that mug come late. Sometime that mug come early. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm not going on no trip with no man I couldn't see myself sleeping with, even if don't nothing happen, I gotta like be physically
be
attracted to
realistic.
you. We gotta be a vibe. Because more than likely on that vacay, especially once we get those free drinks from the hotel and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Get up the mini bar.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're basically gonna like it might go down. It's a 90% chance something's gonna happen. So, but yeah, a meal like I know me, I speak for myself. I got money for my own meals, decent meals, good, hearty, healthy meals, $100 worth of meal. I
Right.
ain't gotta sleep with nobody to eat. Thank goodness. I hope I'm never put in that position. Not
Well,
knocking nobody out there that is, but I
not
ain't
so. What's the ideal date for you?
for me as a woman.
So you saying a trip is what like ideal, something that you want to do?
A trip is not ideal. A trip is like it's nice, but I can't just put that out there like that's the ideal date because that's kind of like saying my first date need to be to Hawaii. You know what I'm
You don't want the
saying?
boys in your inbox saying, "Hey, I got a trip to
Yeah,
Miami for you."
and I don't even know them. Like they could be crazy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would say an ideal date for me, and y'all, the ladies watching are more than welcome to chime in. Uh, I'm gonna be real with you, Frank. My first date, I usually do a first date that got an easy escape route. I'm
They that crazy out there?
I'm gonna keep it $1.50. A first date like that one time I'm meeting you, like the first time I'm meeting you, and we getting to know each other. I done pretty much, you know what I'm saying, talk to you, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to see this cat face to face. I think his pictures and everything match up to where I can see him face to face and not run.
Wait, so are you meeting them on dating sites online? Where you meeting
No,
them
I
at?
don't. I don't do that. And see, that's another thing with me. Speaking for myself, I like to be very clear and always say speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for the whole Black woman population. For me, I don't do dating sites. The reason I don't
Okay.
do dating sites, and I know I'm probably like cutting my dating pool in half by not doing dating sites, but I love references. I love people that know people that know people that know people. He ain't even got to be like the second or third or fourth degree of separation. But if he's at least in like the 7 degrees or the six
In the
degrees of
circle,
separation,
somewhere in the circle.
I can get references like, yo, he not crazy. He not this, he not that. You know what I'm saying? I can ask people like, do he beat bitches? You know, because if he beat women, I need to know that. I need,
Right.
ain't like he can't hide nothing from
Well,
me.
she beat men because I mean
Right.
y'all whooping men ass
Dang.
nowadays.
Yeah, women be hitting niggas too, you know what I'm saying?
Angela say somewhere with a passport.
Hmm?
Girl, you ain't even got no damn passport.
Let me see these comments. Somewhere where I need my passport. I know that's right. But yeah, man, I don't do dating sites. So most of the time when I'm dating people, it's like the 6 degree of separation thing. If I luck up, it's 6 degree of separation from out of town to where we really ain't like I ain't crossing a whole lot of women paths that I know. I don't have no
Right.
woman hitting me up with the old, I used to date and talk to him. Girl, he was in my because for whatever reason,
That
women
always
got it
happens.
women got it real bad. They never dated. It was never serious, but they want to be on some girl. He fell in my inbox. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Because I'm still gonna talk to him.
What does that really matter? Because
Yeah, like
at this point, he's mine, she's mine, vice versa.
right. Yeah. Somebody.
So
So they say we don't do dating sites because we don't want to be on breaking. Hello, I know, honey. First of all, I watched too much First 48. What's the other show? Fatal Attraction. I watched too much
Element,
stuff. Yeah, man. I watch too much stuff and I don't want to come up nowhere stinking. So
first and
uh,
foremost, Sade was on breaking news for evading arrest.
that's
So
okay though, because she might not
yeah,
she might
she'll
not
feel
have
like
done
she's
it.
at home on breaking news. Don't worry about that.
I always root for people that get away. So if she got away, I'm happy. I'm happy for
Okay.
her.
So let's do another scenario. You get home, TJ say, 260 on the meal. It's Netflix and chill after that.
Let me see where
So
that's at. I'm about to pull it up.
yeah, he say it's Netflix and chill after
Oh,
that.
what does that mean? TJ, elaborate. After 260, we Netflix and chilling. So after if you spend 260, you basically want some. That's her. She's
That's her
the
going price.
the purchase is made. Is what he's
That's a
saying,
going
ladies.
price. I mean, I think 260 is a pretty decent. It's a little bit more than I'm willing to pay. The
So
going
is
price
that
is
just for
$40.
her or is that for both of you guys, TJ? I need for you to comment. You can't just write something like that and run off.
Yeah,
Elaborate.
the 260 is for both people meal and the tip and taxes.
Mm. So Frank, we got some people coming on here. Just FYI, not to get off subject from YouTube with the racial slurs and stuff, because
Yeah, I
we gonna
seen
have
that.
to
That's why I was like,
we
what
gonna
the fuck?
we gonna have to set up their privacy settings. This just little trolls and whatnot, because they wouldn't say it in our face. Beat
Right.
their ass.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, I deleted them. I blocked them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey
so
man,
Deb.
any press is good press. Fuck them.
Okay,
So
so
Deborah Zeno said he likes the Kevin Samuels method.
we shouldn't be dating if you not down to have sex. What? Whoa. So okay, I have not listened to Kevin Samuels. Did he say that? We shouldn't be dating if you're not down to have sex the first night. Now wait a minute. When did he say that?
Send him a link. We need to hear about this.
Yeah, I need to hear that one.
Deborah Zeno, we need to send him a link. Let's get him on. Let's see if he want to talk about the
So
job.
the only way I can take the way I'm interpreting that, Devron, is that basically Kevin Samuels is saying something along the lines of, if you're not attracted to them enough to have sex, don't date them.
I mean, that should be understood. I don't
I
think with
mean,
you, yeah,
well,
I don't think you. So let me say this first and foremost.
I
So
get that. If that's what he's saying, I get it.
I only listen to two Kevin Samuels clips, not even the whole
Okay.
podcast.
He
And
confirmed. He said right.
I think what he's
He's
saying is most of the stuff he's saying is true. It's
okay.
not,
I
but I
agree with
think his
that.
delivery. I think his delivery is wrong. But a
Hmm.
lot of stuff he's saying is the stuff that you don't want to say to yourself and be honest about.
Okay.
You know,
So
like when
hold
we
on.
first got on this podcast, I
Yeah.
was like, "Damn, I'm ugly as hell." Nobody want to say, "Damn, I'm ugly."
Hmm.
But I think his delivery is wrong. But I think his delivery is so that he can get the ratings that he get. He get hundred
Hmm.
thousand views, and if people
Hmm.
really didn't want to hear what he had to say, but you keep watching, even get women to go on the show and ask him questions like,
Hmm.
and you know he's going to be a negative response.
Hmm.
So
Okay. So my take on Kevin, and if y'all can see, I'm playing with the ticker. I'm clicking on the comments as we talking because I want this to be interactive as much as possible. So Kevin Samuels, we did have something already set up, so we just kind of went into the topic. Basically, is he a truth teller or is he a misogynistic woman basher? So I will be honest and say I have not had the chance to
the
actively
pleasure.
tune in, the chance to actively, because I don't know, to actively tune in to Mr. Samuel's rants. But from what I see, what I gather is he don't even like us.
I think he gay.
Okay. So we agree there. So, and if
Yeah.
that's the case, that's fine because I got loved ones, people I'm extremely close to that are very dear to me. That's LGBTQ.
Throw
But
that disclaimer out there.
I'm gonna go and throw that out there. But if that's the case, my issue with him is not what he's saying. It's the fact that a gay man is trying to advise people on heterosexual relationships. I feel like when it comes to certain lifestyles, we stay in our lane. LGBTQ stay in their lane. We definitely come together on a lot of stuff, but that's kind of like me. I just feel like the dynamics are different. That's like
Right.
my heterosexual self straight
Couldn't tell a
try,
gay person.
like single trying to tell someone who is gay, by whatever, how to date when the dynamic is off. And anybody that's in the comments that's LGBTQ, please feel free to comment on it if you think he is, able to give people,
This will be
you
your coming
know,
out session. You get in the
yeah,
comments and we
and
see
that's
you.
cool. And baby, we receive it. This is a safe space. But I think it ain't what he's saying. It's the fact that if that man likes men, he
He
needs
should
to
say that.
advise.
He should say.
He should say it if he when he gets ready. But he should advise same sex relationships, not heterosexual ones.
Okay, so you don't think that he can give advice to women that period on the dating pool period because he's a homosexual?
He don't even. How are you advising straight men how to pick women when you don't even like women to begin with? That alone is gonna make his standpoint bias. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? If you don't even like
He hating off the rip.
off the muscle, if you don't even like twat, you already are in your mind set up to basically completely discredit us from a certain point of view. Like we got to be super duper top tier Beyonce off the muscle
For
for
you
us to
to
even not
be
get torn down
considered.
by you.
I like the way that you brought that classic word twat back into your vocabulary.
I
That's
feel
good.
like I feel like coochie is so ghetto, so I like to say twat, but Jay, because coochie just make it like it just
Twat was
sound like
good in middle school. Like you wanted some twat.
I just coochie is just so it just make it's like that's it that's what it is after sex.
That was coochie. It was
Okay,
coochie.
I'm finna get to the comments because I see you guys commenting and I want to hear other people's standpoints. So you want to go to the comments, Frank? I'm finna
Let's
start
do it.
clicking on them. All right.
So Aaron says if he's dealing with both sex, then he can actually give good advice because he knows. So how you feel about that? He might be a little bi. He knows exactly what a
Where
woman
we at?
wants and exactly what a man wants, man.
Okay, Aaron says disclaimer, I don't like him either. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Um, it still is like the women that you're advising are looking for men though. You know what I'm saying, Aaron? Like the women he's advising aren't looking for men and women. I just like I have friends who I've talked about this with who are LGBTQ, and I do feel like when you talking about the two different communities, the straight LGBTQ,
And
it's
right.
certain stuff, it's certain things that is like, no, y'all stay in y'all lane, we stay in our lane. Now, a lot of stuff collectively, we're gonna have an understandable mutual agreement upon, but when it comes to dating, I just feel like it's like you
Well,
can't really tell these straight men what to look for, these straight women how to go about getting straight men if you ain't even a part of this community.
I
If you
disagree though. I disagree. I disagree. But for the
mhm,
one reason is most it's not it doesn't have anything to do with your sexuality. A lot of people are looking for way more than what they offer.
mhm.
I mean, just to be real.
I'm,
So what the podcast I listened to driving home was him
mhm,
talking about all these women that wants whatever a high value man is,
mhm,
right? And he was asking them, what do you have to bring to the table? And
mhm.
most women didn't have a good conversation of what you bring. And like one woman said she brings peace, but she had two kids already.
So I have heard some of the women's rebuttals, and they did set us back like 10 years. I just feel like the right women not going on there.
Well, you know
So like
they're handpicking the audience. They're
they
handpicking the people that comes on the show.
he's picking the ones who are like extremely basic. They don't have good basis for their arguments. He is not picking good women representatives in my opinion. They're very low tier in my opinion. And I saw one on there. I saw her response. I didn't hear what he said, but her response alone, I'm like, sis, just go on. You need to get this to somebody that's gonna basically speak up for us better. I
But
want to read what's go ahead, Frank.
but I feel like what he's saying, a lot of stuff is true, right? From the two I heard, I'm only going off two podcasts. I hadn't heard anything past those two.
Mm-hmm.
But the lady was looking for pretty much a dude that make 100, 150K or above. She wouldn't date anybody that makes below,
Mm-hmm.
but she makes, I think she made like 75,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, what do you? Nobody looking for regular people no more. You just don't want to do that. Go to work. She go to work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You
So
know,
social media got the reality of life all fucked up. That you look at other people and don't realize. I'll take a shot, which you
okay.
don't realize that it's still regular people out here.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like one of the reasons why I have not listened to him is because I don't consider myself to be a woman that's looking for this top tier man.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying I want bottom of the barrel.
You just want a
Please,
regular dude. You just want a
I
guy.
am okay with a dude that is a plumber or a trash
he,
can person
he says he's only
or
helping the people that needs the help.
yeah, you know what I'm K Samuels, hold on, let me show this comment. K Sam only helping the ones that need the help. Well, or the ones who are, it is some delusional sisters out here. I'm not saying all of them are, but it's some delusional ones because some of the ones I saw on the show, I was like, yeah, she kind of, look like she been hit with a bag of nickels. You know what I'm saying? But everybody need love, and I'm not knocking nobody preference, baby. If you look like you been hit with a bag of nickels and you still want, somebody look like Michael B. Jordan, aim for the sky, sis.
But
But
do you have to be hit with a bag of nickels to want a Michael B. Jordan?
I think you got to be realistic. Now
Yeah.
me,
So that's what I mean.
now I am a realist. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
we
how many
all,
people are?
not many, and that
Yeah,
goes
right.
for men, but that goes for men too.
Oh no,
That
it go
that
both
goes,
ways.
yeah, that go both ways because there's some brothers out here and they be like, I gotta have a dime. I gotta, and they, baby mama look like Fiona. You know what I'm
But the
saying?
question is,
The
when did you
women in
start
their
requiring
family.
dimes? When did you start requiring dimes? Because your two baby mamas add up to a
Right.
nickel.
That's my thing. And that's my thing. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't elevate and want better, but like, come on, bro. Like what you've already picked, or and let me go back. I don't want anybody to think you can't do better, because I know a lot of people argument be, well, you had a baby by this or you dated this and that. Both sides. You
I
can
was drunk that night.
yeah, you can elevate and do better, but at the same time, you also need to improve yourself to attract better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
know that once my kid gets a little older and I get that wiggle room to go to the gym after work, once I lose my stomach, it's a certain type of dude that can't touch me no more. The value,
Yeah.
the price went up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I might be like, okay, I was dating like fives and sixes when I had that belly because I was being realistic. I was pulling what I could pull, but now that these breasts is sitting right and that waist gone, I'm
It's a
looking
seven,
for,
8, or 9.
I need me a 7 and up, baby. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so this is the next question. So
That's if I'm not settled down.
why do women that have surgery, you only dating the same dope dealers that was fucking you before?
Well, I can't speak to that because that's stupid. The price should go up. Now, unless that fool paid for your surgery, because once they invest in your body, you kind of, I guess you may feel obligated to stay.
How long
But
does that last? How long, if you meet a guy, he
I
pays
don't
for your
know.
surgery, how long does he have access to you? Because actually, now you beyond him. Now you
uh
passed him.
I can't speak. You know what? I'm I'm loyaler than I seem.
Okay.
And so with me saying that, if I meet a cat and I really got feelings for him and that fool invest in my body, if he dropping 50K to make me look good, I might not go nowhere. I might stay now,
You might not go nowhere.
I might not.
Wow.
If he do something stupid, now things happen, Frank. Things
Motherfucker
happen.
drop 50K. He can make a few mistakes.
I mean, yeah, yeah. But what are the mistakes? You
I
know
mean,
what
the
I'm
baby by your
saying?
sister. I mean, we can get over that.
No, no. Look, I had to catch what you said. No. Okay, I want to go to the comments. So I don't. This is the thing. I want to make sure we read you guys' comments because y'all not typing for nothing. I'm big on acknowledging people. So you want to go to the comments with me, Frank?
Sure, let's get it.
Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna start from here. It says Alexis Kennedy says Sade Butler is so he advising women how to be with a gay man.
Pretty
that,
much.
that was Kevin Samuels. Angela said, I feel like listening to him is like listening to a single woman about marriage. How can a single woman tell me
Think
a
about
married woman
marriage.
about marriage? All right, well,
Yeah, he's single too. He doesn't have a.
that's it. And he got the nerve to be single,
Right,
sir.
he's single. So,
Like, stop. And I've heard other allegations about him being a fraud too, but that's a whole nother can of tomatoes.
well, I
Okay.
mean, you got to get it how you live. The whole Atlanta is fraud.
I'm not. Hey,
Actually, the whole world is fraud right now. The PPP loan running, but I mean, I ain't really tripping. Get your
I
money.
don't know. Yeah, come December, it's gonna be a lot of people in jail.
I don't
TJ
think so.
Ron. If they get, I want them to get away with it. Don't get it twisted. I want them to
Yeah,
get away with it. I'm here for the underdog.
I just feel like
TJ,
I get caught if I do it.
yeah, that's how my karma works too. If I talk
Yeah,
about people, I bite my tongue immediately.
yeah.
My karma's pretty instant. TJ Rohn said the right woman don't need to be on there. That's yeah. If she already got the idea of who she
Yeah,
needs to
I
be,
don't understand why people are looking for someone else's opinion on because, but you know what? And in retrospect, you know what's wrong with you, but accepting what's wrong with you is kind of hard to do, right?
yeah,
Because
for some,
for most,
hmm
because you know the things that you need to do better. That's why I say a lot of shit he says right.
hmm
Because outside of the woman bashing, outside of the black woman bashing, outside of the all that, he asks questions that you have to look into yourself to answer.
make them do their shadow work. That's what
Make it do
therapists
your
call
shadow
it.
work. Like,
Shadow work.
what do you do to deserve this type of person that you have
hmm
to have?
I
You
think
know,
them, I think it's a lot more men that should be on there too. I've heard
but
about one or two going on there who he had to kind of humble, but I think more men should do that too because honestly, entitlement is running rampant. But
crazy.
I do feel like men have it just as worse as women because they mama did certain stuff. They feel like a woman automatically supposed to do certain things. Oh, I'm working, I'm paying bills, I'm doing for me, I got a car. Well, you being an adult, sir. Like
The
you
shit
want
is
a
regular.
cookie. You know what I'm saying? Like you want a cookie for being an adult. And a lot of people need a reality check in regards to just knowing their value and knowing what they bring to the table. Okay, let me read these comments. So, K Sam only helping. Let me see. Oh, are you pressing stuff too, Frank? Now we can't be
Yeah,
both
go
pressing
ahead.
stuff.
Go ahead.
Okay, so let me see. Hell nah, Frank, just the sister. Okay, I spend 50K. You my slave.
Whoa.
Damn. Well,
I mean,
y'all
kind
heard
of.
him. I mean,
Kind
you
of.
agree? You agree with that? So if he spent 50K, if a guy spent 50K to get your body done, you owe him.
The ultimate price.
What's that? What is that?
First off, if he
Like, are
spent
you even gonna
50K,
marry
your ass was
me?
butt fucking ugly. So fuck all the censorship that I was trying to do. If he's, they go on places and spending 5,000 coming back looking like Kim K. So if he spent
Okay.
50,
When I hear slave, I feel like you finna pimp the broad out, Devron. Like you finna like, I paid for this
so
body. You need to do whatever I tell you to do.
so let me ask you this: so you spend all this money on the body to do what?
Look what he said. I just made you a new person.
Right? I agree. I agree.
That's hilarious.
That Ron need a link, man. We need to send him a link because he talking that shit right now.
Yeah, he got them knee jerk reactions going.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to read these comments, man. Oh, my homegirl Maisha said yes, they want a ready-made man with their lazy asses. So that's in regards to some of the women calling in to Kevin
Right.
Samuel's show.
Right. And everybody's growing. You growing. So I think TV and this reality show TV shit and all this other shit got people
Mm-hmm.
not understanding what a relationship is, what a life is.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think everything we just want to put it in the microwave and it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay,
all growing.
so Sade, I think Sade asking a question. Sade said, "Why are men so comfortable with telling women how to act, but won't check they ain't shit partner?"
Because he ain't shit.
No, okay, Frank, that's the
Listen, listen,
question.
listen, listen, wait. It ain't for everybody to be shit, right? You gotta accept that. It ain't for everybody to be shit. The
Okay,
problem
but
is, hold on, let me say this.
go ahead.
The problem is everybody, men and women, taking ships, not relationship, situationships, friendships, and trying to make it all the same thing. Some people you deal with is just a ship. It's just like you might meet a guy, he cool, he fun, but that's just a situation
Oh
ship.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree
That
with
should
that.
never turn into a relationship. So the self-help that you try to give to somebody that you see long term with might be different, man. Then you get into you ain't finna try to, bro. Just come over here, drink your 2 drinks, so we can do what we trying to do.
I think what she asking is though, like, why are so many and I hate saying all. I'm gonna definitely try to stay away from saying all men or a lot, I don't say
Yeah, right.
all
Well, we
men.
understand the question.
So I think what she's saying is why are some men or most men, because you do see men going real hard on the sisters, on ladies in general online, but when they homeboy do something out of line, like if they homeboy ain't shit baby daddy, or a dude that's married but a serial cheater, or a dude that's lying to all these females or using all these females, they see their homeboy doing something way worse than a woman could be doing, but they criticize the women harder than the men. So it's the accountability thing. Like, why are men not capable of holding their homeboys accountable like they are capable of holding the opposite sex accountable of shit?
But just look at my comment, if you will,
Okay, where
and
your
it's
comment?
because they're gay.
So they can't hold their homeboy accountable because they're gay or
Okay,
opposite.
let me get honest. This honest. The real thing is because everybody is not going places, man. So the ain't shit friend that don't take care of his kids, that don't do all this shit, he's never gonna be shit. So I
Well,
kind of look
well,
at
why can't the ain't shit women just not be shit? You know
yeah,
what I'm
but that's
saying?
my point. So
Because
some
you
people
got some
ain't
women, they say, "Hey, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. I don't want to be and no real relationship.
I agree.
I wanna go out to eat, and these men take me out to eat. I got a Tuesday or Wednesday that's gonna feed me, and I don't want a relationship with none of them, or I'm seeing all of them. But
Yeah,
we so
I don't
quick
see
to
a
call them
problem with
women
that.
hoes. Okay, okay, cool.
I don't
So,
see a problem with that because as long as you know what you want in anything you do, you're not gonna be upset with
mhm,
what you receive.
mhm.
So back
Okay.
to Sade is why the it, first off, men feel superior to women in a lot of places anyway because society makes it that way,
Mhm.
right? And we expect a certain caliber from a woman
Mhm.
anyway, right? So
Which
that's one thing. The second thing is because I feel like it's more of a drive than anything. So if a guy's telling you something that he wants you to do, he sees something in you. He
mhm.
may see something that you don't see. It might not always be negative, but anytime a person tell you something about you, you take
Mhm.
it as a negative. You receive it negatively, and if you receive it negatively, you never growing. You ain't gonna
If you're
never
not, yeah, if you're not mature, you receive it
right. And
negatively.
the
But
average person is not mature because if you were, you wouldn't be making the mistakes that you make.
and delivery is everything too. So I think the biggest issue
My
going back
delivery horrible.
the big and
Yeah,
see, I have a really good delivery because I communicate well. I think I do at least. If I
right.
stop communicating, I'm over you. Like when I stop talking, it's an issue. But I'm big on tact. People are more receptive when you're tactful, and that from based on what I'm hearing is like a lot of what Kevin Samuels gets criticized about is his delivery.
His delivery is horrible.
Hmm.
His delivery is horrible.
Let me see.
But
Hmm.
he's giving people what they want to hear to tune back in.
Hmm.
So and he's also selling sessions.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Controversy sells. That's
So
true.
he's selling sessions, private sessions as well. And who knows if the private sessions is as aggressive as the YouTube shows or as his
Hmm.
recordings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lexa, if she stopped talking, it's a wrap.
That's most women.
That's most
That's
women.
a lot of men fail to realize that like a lot of women, if they are done, they stop like we get quiet. We stop nagging. I'm not a big nagger anyway, because I feel like that's probably my issue. I've been told that because I don't nag and I just leave a brother alone, I'm not giving him an opportunity to correct, and I'm working on that.
Yeah, you
But
gotta you gotta give a chance. You gotta know the person. Let them know what you're thinking.
and that is a flaw of mine that I can admit to. I don't do a lot of nagging. I'm at a point in life where I feel like if you don't got it, you ain't got it. You ain't gonna get it. Like we're older, we're not in our 20s. We've pretty much went through a whole lot of the learning curves at this age in the
Right.
game. If I gotta teach you or talk to you about basic stuff, I don't be wanting to deal, and I just be like, you know what? I think we should see other people. This ain't gonna work. But I've been told that that's not the way to go. Like I actually had an exit interview, and a dude said, "Can I tell you something before we stop talking?" Like he put like got me together. When you have a problem with what a man is doing, instead of not talking to him anymore and just giving up on the situation, you need to let him know how you feel.
I
Just
agree.
going forward, just going forward. That's what you like. He told me off before I left. Okay. I was
I
like, well,
don't
all
think that's
right.
telling you off though.
Well, no, he just got me together though. But at that point, I still didn't care because I was gone. But I was like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. But
But for
get
the
off my
next
phone.
relationship, you should consider that
Yeah, I will, and I do, and I will.
because if you had
So,
told him what your problem was, situation, the it may have not even ended.
that's true. But I mean, at the same time, I just feel like you are who you are. You are who you are. And
No,
I feel
no,
like you are who you
no,
are at 35 and up.
no.
At 35 and up, you mean that like we gonna make small critiques. We're gonna make small adjustments. Definitely. You're not gonna stop growing necessarily. You're not like gonna be stagnant, but we are pretty much, my opinion, who we are gonna be till we die.
I don't agree with that.
Really?
No, because you got to keep growing and evolving no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
no,
even if you get
definitely.
even if you get a guy
Mm-hmm.
and y'all married for 15 years, so much is gonna change over the time that y'all gonna have to still work around each other to make it
Mm-hmm.
work.
Yeah.
And if you get stuck into you are who you are, then who you was 15 years ago that I
And,
wanted, or who you were a month ago who I wanted, might not be who I want today.
and see, this is why we have you here. We get the feedback of a married man who know how to work through things instead of just one-sided me who just throws in the towel. I just throw it
Right.
in.
No, don't do
I
that.
just be over it.
But you
I'm
shouldn't though, because the
tired.
pool of decent guys seems to be
Yeah.
so slim.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why would you just say
But it be I feel like a lot of, and I'm not the only woman who's going through this. I feel like a lot of women, when they are in the dating world for so long, not necessarily single, but just in the dating world for so long, you get so set in your ways that anything different, anything, even if it's like not a bad difference, but just different that takes you out of your comfort zone, you'd be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
right? But a lot of times I think now this is gonna piss people off, but that's why you're in the dating. That's why you're still in
Yeah,
the dating world
I agree. I agree.
because you're not changing or you're not open to. So everybody come in with problems, right? Or come in with
Absolutely.
issues,
Mhm.
and that might be just your issue.
Yeah, yeah. But
But
I will say this: I've always accredited my married friends for being able to work through stuff. I know that I've sat back and I've observed, and I know that marriage is work, and so I have the utmost respect. I have the utmost respect for marriage. I have the utmost respect for those who stay the course, work through it, go to counseling, especially those who go to counseling and work through their issues and don't give up on it or don't sweep it under the rug, because that takes different kind of people to be able to do that.
well,
So
life is work though. Life is
yeah,
work. I don't think it
absolutely.
has anything to do with marriage. I think just shit. That's the problem with we not
Marriage ain't no
growing.
cakewalk though. Like
Right,
it
right,
ain't.
right, right,
It
right. I agree.
definitely.
I agree.
It ain't
But
just the
dealing
ring
you
and the
dealing
wedding.
with you dealing with a man, a woman, or you got to get to marriage.
Hmm.
So you got to all be open at dating because how do you get to that point if you're not open at dating? If you're not willing to change some things, if you look at yourself, because we all like I said when we first started, I'm like, damn, I'm ugly as hell. We all so pretty and cute, and you know what I mean. But then when you get in the bathroom by yourself,
Hmm.
then you see the flaws, but you don't want to mention those flaws to nobody else. So, man, see, anybody know me? I don't give a damn. I'm open. I'm ugly. I was ugly
I
before I got on camera, but
I
you
told
got
you
to
I
be
wouldn't do
real
this
with
podcast
yourself.
with
You
you if
got to,
you was ugly, Frank. But that is what it is.
man, fuck that.
If you was butt ugly, I'd be like, nah, bro, we can't do that. We can't do that
Isaiah Carey
podcast.
comes
You not.
on at Prime TV.
I would have been like, you not marketable.
Isaiah Carey comes on at Prime TV.
Yeah,
So it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. I definitely am honest enough to say that my way ain't the best way. I know that about myself though. So I'm never gonna be the person to say, oh, I'm perfect or I got it all figured out now. I'm still figuring, especially with the relationship thing, because I am comfortable in
Alone,
the life that I've created.
alone.
I'm comfortable. Shut up. I'm not alone.
No, no,
No,
no, no, no.
I'm
Not alone,
comfortable.
but you are
I'm
comfortable alone,
comfortable with
being alone.
a dude coming over, kicking it. We go out on a date. We enjoy each other company, or I meet him somewhere. We enjoy each other company, and he go back home.
Right.
Because honestly, I feel like y'all are dirty too. I just feel like men are dirty. Like
I think that's what most women want
I've
is somebody to
recently
come
tried the
over.
cohabitation thing, and he had the boo boo all the time. It was just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like he left stuff everywhere. He threw his clothes and boots down when he walked in the house. So that's really why I admire married women cohabitating, because
Wait a
it
minute.
just be a lot. It just be
Let's
a lot.
stop. Let's stop.
Y'all
Let's
a
stop.
lot.
Let's stop. Let's stop. Let me goddamn see. I dressed up to come here. I put on a polo. You understand? Listen. So
It
let's talk about the dude having to boo boo. I
was too
mean,
much. Why you got to boo boo every time you come over here? And then he was like, "Cause I'm comfortable." Okay, I'm happy you're comfortable around me, but I just feel like it was excessive. Like you you boo boo other places. I know you passed up other people's
the Buckies.
houses.
You want him to sit at the Buckies?
No, like you got he got a house. The brother had a house. The brother had he had other people he could have, his mama and them, he passed on away. But when he got to my house, it's like it would hit his stomach. Now, luckily, I got a guest bathroom.
Nerves,
So,
nerves. It was his
but
nerves.
he told me, he was like, I'm comfortable around you, Nakia. Like, damn, like, don't be mad at me because I got a shit. Whoop the whoop. And I was like, why you gotta always do it though? Like all the time. And he was like, well, all men do that. All men shitty. So I haven't lived with a man since college. Like I haven't lived with a man since my early 20s. I've
Okay.
dated, I brought my overnight bag, but all that shitting, is that normal? I'm asking you because you a man. Y'all be shitty all the time like that.
Yes. Yes. So listen, I start my day whether I'm in town, out of town, in the morning. The first thing I do is go sit on the toilet and meditate. So even if I'm not shitting, I'm on the shitter. So I'm gonna say my prayers on the toilet. I'm gonna give myself the motivation to go get this what I'm going to get for the day while I'm on the toilet. The shit gonna happen while I'm doing it. I am gonna do what I'm doing. I
Mm-mm.
don't understand what's the problem.
I I'm
You
not
were
used
just
to
looking
it.
for a way out for that
No,
man
no,
any
no.
goddamn way.
I had love for the brother. I really did. We dated
I
for a
wish I
very,
can
very
get him
long
to
time.
wish I can get
Now
him to chime in right now.
we dated for a very, very long time, and I took a lot. Like not I ain't gonna make it sound like he dragged me. He didn't drag me, but I just overlooked a lot of the things that happened because I assumed that's what men did. But at
You
the
do
same
it. You
time,
do it. You do it.
no, I'm not shitting all the time.
You don't shit every day.
No,
You should
I
go
don't.
see a physician. You should go see somebody.
I'm
I mean,
not.
what the fuck?
Listen, even if I did, I'm not shitting over that man's house every day. I have a home. I have a job. I can go, and my job is relatively clean. I'm not gonna
No.
come over you every time I see you. I'm not gonna take a crap. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to like
If he's
chuck it up to like some kind of compliment, like, "Oh, I'm comfortable around you, so I'm gonna be shitty booty
if
every
he's
time."
coming from work, you the first stop from work,
Mm-hmm.
first stop from the club,
Mm-hmm.
then he might have to go shit, piss, or whatever. But if he doesn't take a shower after
He did.
shitting
He absolutely
and try
did.
to have sex, then that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. No, he
So
absolutely showered. But I guess I'm saying all that to say little bitty stuff like that, Frank, is what I gotta get used to. And that's why I keep I have a good mixture of married friends, single friends. I just have a good mix. I like being around a good mixture of people that don't live the exact same life as me because I can learn from them and I can
right.
get other insight from them. But it's little stuff like that when it came to cohabitating with another person, the opposite sex. I was like, oh, so all of my friends, all of my homegirls that's married and got a dude, they dealing with shitty booties all the time. I don't
No.
like. I'm not understanding.
So would you want him to shit on the way?
Yeah, I would prefer
TJ
it.
says
Sometimes I did, friend.
sometimes. So how often can he shit at your house in a week? One time a week?
I just feel like just don't do it like all the time. Like I want to cuddle and you got the first thing you do is go in the guest bathroom and like make it funky and I want to like I'm already like warming up and waiting for you and that's what you do now. I'm
So
dried
maybe
up.
y'all were in two different mind frames. You were kind of like in the, oh, he's coming over mind frame. And he like, shit, I'm going over there again.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah,
I
see, women
digress.
see it different. Like women see it different.
Hmm.
Y'all see it all sexual and
But not even that. Just it's just another level of intimacy. Like if I'm just trying to kick it and cuddle with you and be up under you and smell your cologne and rub my fingers through your waves. I don't know, but I
and
don't want to. I
then the
don't want to.
bathroom stinks.
Right, but you got to go in the bathroom and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like all the time. I don't know.
I would probably help my shit too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you hold your fart, you brush your heart.
I don't know about that. I hope that ain't how that works.
So what if he gets? What if he get? So what if he didn't? He didn't shit at the house.
Mhm.
What else would you have found to pick to get rid of him? Because it looked like you were looking to get rid of him.
I wasn't. I really wasn't.
What if he had?
Um, and I will say this about myself. I'm attracted to manly men. Like I like the burliness. I like the beard. I like the You work with your hands, you get dirty. I do like manly men, but I think that what comes with that is you doing that all the time. You dropping your clothes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I had a problem with a dude who didn't use a washcloth. He would just take the soap and just, and I heard a lot of men do that. And I'm like, no, you not getting like the blackheads out. You not rubbing the dirt off. You really just making the dirt smell good, in my opinion. Just little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that I have to get used to. But I don't wanna stay on the topic of you
You
know,
you don't want to stay on the
defecation.
topic of you too long.
Me or defecation. So I want to go to these comments. I see a lot of people laughing at us. That's good. That's shitty all the time.
Hey,
I
so
see.
everybody that's in the comments, make sure y'all share the posts. Let
Yeah,
other people
share,
know.
share, share. We want other people to come view and check us out. This is just the first night. Not every time you come over. Yeah, every time he came over, girl, it was bad. Brandon say he wasn't comfortable. You made homie nervous. I hope I didn't, because I feel like I'm very approachable.
She
I
didn't make
don't.
him nervous. She got rid of him.
I don't just be out here. Like, I'm very, very approachable. My home, people come to my house and fall asleep all the time. It's not uptight energy in my house. Very, very calm environment. I'm burning incense, you know, no BS. Either that or his water off at his house. You probably right. I ain't
It
even
could have
think
been a
about that.
situation, and you didn't give him a chance to tell you about it.
He better
Shit
open his
happens.
mouth. Literally.
Yes,
He needs
literally.
some planned detox. So they say I'm not even shitting at my mama house,
Sure they
girl.
bougie. Sure they bougie though. I
I'll be feel
mean, she
comfortable going
bougie.
home. It ain't nothing like your home toilet, man. Kid, he was full every time. My homeboy West said, did he throw away the washcloth after he showered?
Afterwards.
I did. I did. It was disposed of. All right, man. So you want to ask this ED question?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Hey.
flow into that. So that was my thing. So after he comes to your house, he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
take a shit at your house,
Mm-hmm.
and he has ED. How do you handle the situation? Erectile dysfunction.
So for those, now you can't just say ED and people, we don't explain to the people what ED is.
Well,
Is that
explain to what it is.
okay? So y'all know we getting older. We pushing, 35 and up. Things happening with people's bodies. A lot of these brothers out here dealing with a silent enemy, a silent demon that
Oh,
it's kind of hard for them to talk about, called erectile dysfunction. So I don't know if some of you nice ladies have encountered it, or some of the men out here. I really don't want to make light of it, because it could be somebody on here that's dealing with erectile dysfunction quietly. But that's when
I
you
think
got
uh, I
you
think
got the
that
limp
time comes for
noodle.
everybody sooner than later.
It come with the limp noodle and all that. We got a lot of different terms for it. So I want to know, how do you, like, at what point should a man tell a woman that he's suffering from ED? Now, Frank, you said that that's personal and that they shouldn't even say nothing.
First off, I'm not telling you because what I'm doing is praying. When we get to the room, this thing wake up. Because the whole time while we riding, I'm talking to you. Yeah, so you like jazz. I'm also having a silent conversation in my head, like, don't you embarrass me
I'm
when we
stuck on I'm stuck on you not being able to, like, you not saying nothing. So you gonna let a sister get to the room, like, y'all warming up, y'all kissing, all of that. You would be for a man letting her find out, like, because how do you even talk about that once y'all in the act? You
Hey,
didn't say
because
nothing.
listen, once the act happens and it doesn't, I mean, he doesn't wake up the way he's supposed to. If he don't get on hard, you already know at this point.
Or
So if I,
but men be lying. They be trying to act like it's our fault sometimes, and that
oh
ain't
yeah, oh
cool.
yeah, I'm gonna blame it
That
on
ain't
you. I'm gonna
that's
blame it on you.
whack. That is
Yeah,
so whack.
I'm gonna
No.
blame it on you.
See what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's not cool. And me knowing, me being, like, having knowing about ED, I'ma straight tell them like, no, it ain't me because I got great reviews. You know, you now I'm gonna get
Give me the
defensive.
reference. Give me the reference.
now I'm gonna get defensive and have to like refer you to a specialist or something because now how you gonna blame that on me? Now I feel like as soon as intimacy is even thought about, that man needs to say, yo. And if you dating somebody who's mature
Right.
and emotionally mature, you know what I'm emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying? See somebody else say, see what I'm saying? Floyd say he gonna blame it on the woman. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not right. I feel like you definitely need to disclose that kind of information on the first date.
First,
Like when
first
you
date, the
not
first
first
date,
date,
then you might
when
not never get to a second date.
before you get intimate, you need to straight up be like,
No, first day too soon. First day too soon.
well,
No,
okay, first date too soon. Before you get intimate, you need to let her know, yo, my penis don't work like other people's penises.
it
Like I
would
have,
work. It would
they need
work
a handicap
if you
sticker.
looked or talked or the. See, I'm gonna tell you the lighting not
He
right.
did.
See, the reason why my ping don't work because this ring light is making me nervous.
Do
If
you
it
know how
wasn't for
many?
this bright light on me,
Let me tell you something. You know what I'm thinking about, Frank? You know how many women got a complex because of y'all lies? Like y'all, some of y'all got women, not all, some men got women really out in these streets thinking that they are subpar, not sexy, not attractive, not desirable because they done lied on their ED. And you done
no,
told this girl, oh, it's cause you know it's your fault. When your penis don't work for nobody.
no, women don't care about that. Women are out here with the self consciousness they have because of other women.
Oh,
Because
you think
just
if you
like you
tell the
said,
women,
just like you said, is I got references. You no matter what happened, you have somebody texting you or inboxing you, no matter how trash the sex was, saying, I want that. It was so good. I like this so much, blah, 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 blah.
so Frank, you really don't think that if a dude knows that his penis don't work, he got penis stiff issues, okay? He's stiff challenged. If he know it don't
And
work, and he tell a woman, "Oh baby, it's you. You know, I just ain't that attractive." That lady gonna leave your house, your room, the hotel, wherever y'all at, the car, and she gonna think, "Damn, I'm not sexy." Like I feel like that's wrong to have somebody out in these streets that's sexy thinking
it's
they
either
not
her or
sexy
me.
to
It's her or
say
me.
Mr.
It's
Cole. Y'all
her or
heard it here,
me.
ladies. Y'all heard it here. So it's men out here with not saying Frank is one of them, but it's men out here with ED.
I went to the doctor today. I got my pill.
That's lying. That's lying. Saying
Okay,
it's your fault.
let's talk
It's a
about
dirty
this.
world. It's a
Let's talk
dirty
about
world.
this. Yeah, we all 35, and some of
I'm
y'all
gonna
got to
take a
spit
drink.
start that thing.
Say what now?
I said we all up of age, 35 and above, and some of y'all got a spit started. What's going on with that? It's
Oh,
his fault.
dryness?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no, see now you talk about a whole nother ball game. See, women, we have pHs, we have a whole lot of different things that could contribute to dryness. I'm not one of them. Just putting it out there. That's not my testimony. But on behalf of my sisters who have the issue of getting moist, it's a lot of different things that could contribute to that. She could have just got off some medication, not medication for nothing like a STD, but an antibiotic or something. She could have been outside and wore a thong, and that thong was rubbing up against that thing. So no, it's a lot of different reasons a woman could be dry. But I tell you what, the difference between a woman being dry and a man having ED is that the job can still get done.
Right.
But
I agree. I
The
agree.
job is not getting done at all.
I agree.
So
Well, listen, he gonna have to bring something else to the party.
he gonna have to. He gonna have to bring that tongue.
He's
You
gonna have
gotta
to bench
compensate.
payment.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Now if a brother got ED and he got a little money, or he you know
He can buy
he
his
gon'
way through.
he gonna eat on that thing for an hour
Take
or
me
so.
to the king. I don't have dick to bring.
Hey, I'm saying, man, you know, put that tongue on there. I'm finna go to these comments though. I see some people.
I can't even
talking.
see him right now. I don't know why. Let's see.
I'm so happy I got rid of the mean Anglo Saxons that was on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all good. We
Let me
need them
see.
too.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't okay. That's all the way up
So,
there.
so Lex is a sex expert. So she says that's what
Where's she
foreplay and
at?
lube is for. But in the midst of the foreplay, see, I got a ticker. I got a ticker on this thing. I got 10 minutes. See, I got 10 minutes, right?
Hmm.
So that 10 minutes from when I get that belt off, because I got to lean back and I got a belly. So 10 minutes from when
Okay.
I get that belt off.
Okay,
So
go to
whatever you do
distance.
in that 10 minutes, right? If you fuck around for 6 minutes, I got 4 minutes for you. So I want you to consider this.
Explain. Nah, now wait a minute. Now 4 minutes of what? Pumping?
Listen, I got 10 minutes of sexual pleasure.
Oh Lord,
And if you
Frank.
take 4 or 5 minutes because you're shy,
Even on a birthday, all you got is 10.
our birthdays are even shorter because I bought you lunch or dinner or whatever. Nah,
At least you
nah,
honest. Go
yeah,
on.
yeah,
At least
nah.
you honest. Okay, so let me ask you this: 10 minutes is the 10 minutes like different sessions? Because you go 10 minutes, you could go again for 10 more minutes, like in 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, give me a
Okay,
chance. Give me a time.
okay,
I mean,
okay,
feed me, feed me. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. Feed me. And
okay.
then after we wake up,
So Tiff say Ed he gotta go. She ain't doing it. She don't want no parts. Homie Kim said, not the silent demon.
Tiff,
Marie
Tiff,
Green said, close that off the top. We need
Tiff.
to we need to know that thing don't work off the muscle, off the rib. My
Okay,
home,
first date, first, second date. Because, most first dates, you're trying not to talk about sex anyway, right? So you're trying to, so I don't
well,
see first
yeah,
date being a date.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I probably jumped off the cliff when I said first date. Let somebody know. Definitely before you have sex or when sex gets started. My homeboy West is coming with the solutions. See, now one thing I love about a problem is somebody got a
Is a
solution.
solution. Let me check West out.
He said you got to take the I can't even say that ash something pills to keep the testosterone up. So I'm guessing that could probably be bought at the gas station. I don't know. Uh,
Don't take the gas station pill. I took that before. No, no, everything goes up. The wood and your blood pressure.
oh
Don't do that.
no.
Don't do that. So
But
look, funny
it fixed
story.
the
So I
problem
took
though, right?
I took a gas station pill at like 14, 13. And you hear people talking about this, and I'm young. So I met a chick on a chat line. I took the gas station pill before I got on the bus, and I caught the 68 to Chimney Rock. Then I called
Oh, you went
her and
across
said,
town.
"Hey, I'm on Chimney Rock, but I don't see your apartment complex." And she's trying to explain to me because she's too young to be doing what we trying to go do, where she stay. And I'm like, no, I see these apartments, but I don't see your apartments.
Mm-hmm.
So this go on because we don't pay phone. This how long ago it was. This go on for
Mm-hmm.
like an hour, 2 hours, and then she's like, "Hey, well, look, my mama finna get off work."
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, I caught the bus all the way back to Third Ward. I had to sit in the back of the bus
Cause that
because the
thing was up
Johnson,
there.
the gas station field work, but it give you a
So
headache.
it's effective, but it's side
It's
effects.
very effective, but it shoots
Okay.
your blood pressure up.
Okay.
So we need to find something that's an alternative.
Other than the gas station pill, because we don't
Don't
we
it
don't
don't.
we want
But
erection, but we don't
they
want to
got the
die.
Viagra.
Okay. So safe to say you want an erection, but we don't want to die. Got it.
No, no, no. So
Okay.
next question, this is what I want to know is how long, if 10 minutes is not long enough, how long do you want sex to last?
At my big age?
At your shit, you ain't the little age no more.
I mean, I say a cool 20 is good. You know what I'm saying? A cool 20 is good, especially if you're gonna do it again. Now, what I will say is I don't need no hour long nothing. First of all, my
No.
leg gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna catch a cramp in my thigh. I don't have time for that.
Right.
I'm not trying to like be bent over my lower back, just certain positions. I'm not even trying to be in certain positions for too long. Like I gotta stretch and all that. Like I don't have time for that. So yeah, I ain't never been the person that need like all night long. It don't turn me on no more. Dude, oh, I want to make love to you all night long. I'm turned off. I don't need all that. You're doing too
So if you
much.
see my wife and she look unhappy, no, she got 10 motherfucking minutes.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, if as long as it's 10 minutes, I feel like 10 minutes you could get in about three positions. You can get three position changes in, and
Yeah.
then like you could go get a sandwich and some Kool-Aid and come back, and you could do 10 more minutes. So I need like two
I
one
don't
ten
want to go
minute
to sleep
session.
afterwards.
No, see you playing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what
So
I'm
now
saying?
y'all see why she be looking unhappy on the pictures.
But at least you transparent because me, I'd get a toy and I'd be in the bed next to my husband if he was doing that. Like
But
I'm gon'
I'm
get
not
it.
offended by that. I'm not
Okay,
offended by
good.
that.
Cause
Yeah, I'm not offended by
I'm
that.
gonna
See,
get
my
it.
ego's so big that you can go do anything, and I still feel like, yeah, I'm it. I'm him. I'm that guy.
It's some more comments. I think we have some good comments here. I want to try to get to these comments. So my homegirl Maisha said that's a different level of intimacy and transparency. I want to know because I was tired anyway. She said, I want to know. I want to know if you got ED and make her think it's her. Let me see what Alexa said before that. She said, yep, and make it think it's her.
So most women say if they can't get moist, it's because of the guy. So why, if the guy can't get hard, it's not because of the woman?
Now, who's saying that? Because I didn't say that.
Niggas that can't get hard, they trying to find any reason
No, I'm saying
to.
I'm not a woman that's saying that because I can't get now again, that's not my testimony, but I'm not saying that that's why a woman can't get wet because I know we got pH balances like the coochie is a very complex organ. So it be things going on. Hell, if we get too stressed out, that thing ain't gonna get moist. We could
Right.
be
Well,
thinking
I
of
agree.
grieving or something, it ain't gonna happen because that's just not what's on our mind.
Nigga don't bring you
Um,
ice cream or something. There's all
right.
kind of shit.
I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might be hungry. I ain't gonna
Well,
get
you
wet if
didn't
I'm
bring.
hungry.
I'm a big dude. You didn't bring me lunch. That's why I didn't get on hard.
Precisely. Tip
Right.
say, ain't nobody got time for that. He need to see a doctor and get something for that before he try to date. That part. So
I agree.
get it together. Go get your thing checked. If he not ready to disclose that info, he needs to pop one of them pills. So basically, that's kind of like that medical confidentiality. It is a medical issue. So I mean, he a dude got a choice to not say nothing, but I do think it's selfish for you not to get that fixed before you try to date.
Hey, but
And
you know the
people want
pill
it.
doesn't work instantly, so you got to let it get in you. So what if it's real spontaneous? Then he got to
uh,
disclose it.
So TJ Rome said, blame her. That perfume was too strong. See,
That's
y'all
right,
dirt.
TJ.
Y'all
That white diamond turned me off. The white diamond turned me off, baby.
dirty. Devon say it don't always be ED. Sometimes a nigga just smashing to be smashing and ain't even attracted to chicks. That is true. That's stupid though. Why? Like, I don't know. At a certain age, why are you still having sex for sport? That's just my thing. Like that's
I
something
mean, if you enjoy
costume.
sex, you just enjoy sex and you go out and do that. But
But if you're not attracted to the
if you're
person,
not
how you
attracted to
enjoying
her, I
it?
don't agree. I don't see the point.
I don't know. So let me see. I want to go down. I'm reading these comments, y'all. So when men, okay, so they say, so when men prematurely come, the first thing he says is, man, it was too good wet. So is that an excuse too?
No, shit, it was just too good and wet. I think that's a compliment.
It's a compliment, but a letdown.
It is but hey, it's all about the comeback. It's all about the comeback.
That second round, you're going to make up for
Right.
it. Okay. Let me see, man.
So, fellas, y'all can go in these comments and find the women that got that WAP.
I don't know if the
The
comments
women
going to
that's trying
say,
to figure out why men uh, uh, come too quick, those are the ones you need to inbox. Let's look at the first 6 therapy figures.
okay.
Yeah, he wrote a paragraph. Let's go,
Okay,
Chris.
that's what I'm trying to read. I'm going to Chris Broussard paragraph. Wow. Okay, let's look at it from a sex therapy perspective. Just as he said, most here are 35 and older. That means in our sex life, we've experienced a lot. So as we get older, we need to explore more options to keep one another engaged versus the usual. You have to look into other things like classes together, sex clubs. That's true. Dress up in teddy bear suits
Teddy
outside
bear
the
suits.
airport. You know,
Get your teddy bear
fetishes.
suit, baby.
Find out fetishes
Yeah,
and your sub. That's true. So
I agree.
basically, to keep it spicy, he's saying step outside the box. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that, and especially amongst the black
okay.
community, that's not a real big thing. You know,
Chris got a point. I
our
see you, Chris.
Caucasian counterparts, they do that all the time.
I do feel like as black people, we do be kind of like closed-minded. Not saying you just gotta like jump off the porch and do stuff you ain't digging, but a lot of us do be closed-minded, especially the married ones. Like when you married, in my
Let's go,
opinion,
Nisha.
like you should be able to do whatever you want sex wise with your significant other. Like you already done, you're not sinning no more technically for those of us who going by the good book. So you should be able to like jump off the
Yeah,
porch
you
with
know
your
I go
mate.
by that good book because Pastor
Uh,
P up in this thing. Goddamn.
listen, look, somebody just said Pastor P.
Let me change the name. You understand? She's part of my congregation.
All right, man. So we got everybody input on the let me see what Maisha say. Kia says she needs incremental. I listen, honey. Give me good old 10 I like three sessions that's 10-20 minutes. We good. It ain't even got to go that long.
I got 10 minutes.
Tiff say anything should go in marriage, man. So yeah, man. So I
Yeah,
feel
Tiff
like,
just didn't want to appreciate. She just didn't want to accept the ED though. Like she got double standards. She
man,
pretty
listen.
bougie too. I
That's
know her.
asking a lot. Like asking a woman to deal like to I don't want to make it seem like people with ED don't need love too. Everybody need love. I'm not ruling them out, but asking a woman, a man not disclosing that, and you asking a woman to just be cool with it, and she done warmed up to this guy, she feeling him, he a vibe. They, she want to like take it beyond hugging and kissing, and she can't. That's frustrating. Like
Okay,
that's
but wait.
frustrating.
But wait, so the vagina doesn't feel the same with lubrication. That all that shit y'all talking about is we got stuff for that lube. That does not feel the same.
Who said it don't feel the same without lube?
Shit, me, the man, a
You can
man.
tell
Let me get some
you
fellas
can
in the comments and let
you
them
can
know.
tell the difference. Wait, you can tell the difference between
Yes,
lube and wet.
yes. Can't you? When you touch it in your hand, it feels different.
I ain't had no complaints. I don't know. I've never had a man say, "Wait a minute, that wetness is lube wetness."
No, no, no. I
I've
mean, he's not
never
gonna
had
stop the
that.
funk. He's not
I've
gonna stop
never
the
had
funk.
that feedback.
But it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel the same.
Hmm.
So let's say get the one, the rose, the bullet, or the rabbit.
Oh,
Those sound like characters on a Looney Tune cartoon or something. Good grief!
Zach said you sure can. So y'all know that I didn't know that. I learn something new every day.
I
I
appreciate you,
had
Zach. Big Zach. What's up,
I
JY?
had no idea y'all knew the difference between lube sex and wet sex.
That's why they need it on the Cool podcast so somebody can tell the truth. That's what
Shed
I'm here
light
for,
on
fellas.
this.
I
You
need
had
to
to
tell
shed
the
light.
truth. See, all these other people that's on podcasts, they can't tell the truth because they have sponsors, uh, they gay, like privately, with
Yeah.
I mean, nothing to do with that. But it's like we don't have an agenda, so we just on here telling
No, we
our
don't.
own truth,
We just
which is
talking.
may not be the whole truth, but it's our own truth. Yeah, but it does not feel the same.
Somebody
Hey,
said
no,
what?
Tanisha, wet is not. Come on, ask
She
Bell.
said
Wet ain't
wet is
wet.
wet. Man,
No,
listen,
it's
as long
not.
I know that's right. Tanisha said as long as it's slippery. What's the
Wait,
difference?
no, you done
Well,
slipped off of no.
Brandon said that shit is thicker. Oh. Well,
I
Brandon,
don't
now
know
wait.
what he's talking about, but yeah, I'm agree with him because he a brother.
Brandon, that sound like BV, baby. I should nothing be thick, boo. Like, I don't know. Like, even with the lube, I feel like nothing should be thick. I don't know, but that's a man
Like
perspective.
Zach say the only way that you can tell the difference is when you got a condom on.
Okay, well,
But I mean, anything natural doesn't feel like something that's synthetic. That's just
I mean,
automatically understood.
I can understand that. I could see that.
Yeah. So
So okay, so since we talking about lube, if a woman is dry, would you prefer for her not to use lube, or do men prefer spit? Like I
no,
like
I
what's
prefer
y'all
you to
have a
get
preference?
moist.
What if she can't though? Like what if she having like she could, like I said, it's a lot of reasons women don't. Not my testimony,
Okay,
but
but
she
all the
could be
reasons men
breathing.
don't is are being overlooked. All the reason we
No,
don't.
no, no.
See,
No, men do. Now I do understand some
I'm
women be
stressed.
funky, so it don't be ED. Now you the same person, Frank. Now you gotta understand. Now you the same person. Early in the podcast, say you be lying. You would lie. So now what we supposed to do with your word?
Listen, Listen, check your inbox. Listen,
See,
my point is all the reason women we coming up with all these reasons women are having the problems they're having.
Alexis say
But
Brandon probably used old cooking grease. I hated him.
right, he's a spit starter.
By any means necessary.
That's right, Malcolm. It is.
Eat that. I know that's right. But yeah,
So
man. Mm-mm.
I think the ED is because of y'all. I mean, if the lighting not right, maybe you ain't had an L. I'm a big guy. Why didn't you turn on the AC?
It's just the pointing of the fingers. I do believe at a certain age, when it comes to sexual things, let's stop pointing fingers. Like you ain't wet, he ain't hard. It's your body. It's your fault to a certain
Yeah,
degree.
just sit next to each other, drink a beer. That's why our parents just
No,
sit there and drink beer.
watch a flick or something. It's ways to get around it. But I do think that if you are diagnosed, like I ain't never heard of a woman being diagnosed with like chronic dryness of the cooch. I ain't never heard of that. I don't know if it's a diagnosis.
What's the diagnosis? What's the
Erectile
diagnosis
chronic dryness of coochie. I've never heard of that,
of the
but we
twat?
of the twats. But we know for a fact that ED is in a medical dictionary somewhere. Erectile dysfunction is a diagnosis. So
And that's because they blame the man for everything.
if your doctor said this is what you have, these are the things you can do so that your life is not affected by it. At that point, a conversation needs to be had because you have a medical diagnosis now.
It was
No,
misdiagnosed.
that's terrible, Frank. That's terrible. But man, we are an hour and a half into our first podcast, Frank. So what you think?
Man, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to you
Thank
first off
you to you.
for
Yeah,
rocking with me, and then
y'all,
thank you everybody for.
Frank hopped in my inbox and he was like, yo, we got to do a podcast together. We be on here saying some crazy stuff. So this is our first round. We got 21 people on here right now. We not going to hold y'all up all night because we know it's a Tuesday. People working, got stuff to do.
Next Tuesday, 7 p.m.
We going to be here and we going to try to keep the show. What you think? We should keep the show hour and a half or two? Nah, we going to do an hour
Yeah,
and a half.
hour and a half is good. We want to be
Okay.
So, but look, we need topics. Put in that email if you can.